watching the Brandon slander.
Hey, your master plan worked. How do you feel? Are you proud of yourself? You cost a black man his job?
Yeah, you got him fired, dog.
I'm really disappointed with Almighty Suspect. It's like, just like I said, but when I first met you guys, I said you guys failed this man because you guys let him get away with so much that he had to have thought he was invincible. Like he couldn't be, let go. We had a great pod yesterday. We had like almost 7,000 people watching without the white man Adam in the room. That was a victory, right? That was like,
what about the white man Adam?
Now
I'm
we're
white.
looking like a necessary evil. But Lush is to blame. Oh, let me stop there. You said I make too many points. Let me stop right there, and then I'll make my next point when you respond to that.
Okay. Oh, wait, what was it? Just basically that you think we gave him too much of a long leash to get away with a bunch of.
You guys gave him enough rope to hang himself, basically.
I think that you are an agent of chaos who came in here and you basically created a scenario in which you knew how he would react in order to get him fired. Those are dirty, dirty tactics, but I can't lie. I respect the gamesmanship of it because you ultimately did accomplish what I think that you wanted to accomplish in the long run, and you didn't have to hit anybody. You didn't have to your situation up. You came in and you were antagonistic enough to someone who you know does not respond well to that sort of thing, and you caused him to get out of pocket and lose his job.
That's not the case because Lush was correct. We've had several conversations, and I told him I see the potential in Suspect as a podcaster, but 3 or 4 years in, he's going to have to start showing it. Be this great, amazing podcaster that you claim to be. If I'm the person, if you have the job that I want, which is his words, why don't you show me why I want that job? And bro, at the end of the day, just showed that he can dish it out, but he can't take it. He was calling me bees the whole episode. So as soon as I start calling bees back, he flies off the handle. That's not a setup or a plan. That's just being an immature child.
Brandon, do you think that you continually bringing the BPS thing though was a bit excessive, considering like that's not really any of the talking
That's
points?
what Jaleese was going with too, because both of them recognize that that's something that he's sensitive about, for obvious reasons.
Listen, the reason why it hurt him when I said it was because there was nothing he could physically do to me. He couldn't intimidate me. In Suspect, this was the first conversation you guys have seen that went like a conversation would go if Suspect had this conversation with anyone outside of No Jumper. No Jumper is a control situation where he can dominate because he knows no one's coming up there to fight or do anything. But when he runs into someone who is just as committed to like humiliating him as he is to them, now he can't handle it. So all he had against me was, oh, you're gay, you got little shorts. I ran through a list of
Adam's got shorter shorts than you now.
Oh boy.
TVH.
There you go.
These are long shorts for the record, but wait, keep going. Lush wanted to make a bad joke there for a second.
That was on point.
Well, the thing is, Sus leads with this like tough guy, I'll fight people like role. And the problem is, he is exactly who everyone thought he was. You are selectively picking out people who you think you could be. Because when he's in the room with a bunch of gangsters, his energy changes totally. If he's in the room with 4 extras, Brick Baby, and Munchie B, he's not over-talking people like he was being rude, over-talking Bizarre. Like, I wanted to hear what Bizarre had to say. Sus is so ignorant, he's just over-talking the guest, unless you could even admit that.
I would have liked to have heard more from Bizarre.
And I kept saying we need to let the guests speak. You might think I over-talk, and I do. But when there's someone who's a bigger personality than me in the room, I know how to shut the up and play my role.
No, I feel it. I mean, yeah, honestly, Sus is always was an over-talker and an interrupter and a kind of like get into an argument and then start repeating the same thing over and over and over and over while the other person talks, which is, it's like a clubhouse style of argument, and it doesn't necessarily always end up with the best podcast. But you know, either way, I mean, I'm not trying to kick his back in unnecessarily.
I do you, Brandon, for walking away.
If there's a legend in the room like Bizarre, you gotta defer to him and if I ask a question about Detroit, Sus, we don't want to hear about who you know from Detroit. We want to hear his perspective. And that's what that guy doesn't understand. You are not the biggest personality in the room all the time. Relax. And that's where Lush failed as a moderator, plus the person who asked to have this battle. He was too scared of Sus to shut his boy.
Hold on, dickhead. You were the one that wanted this. Wait, hold on. I'm cutting him off. I'm cutting him off.
Go.
Okay, go.
No mics. I'm cutting him off because that's a lie. You asked for this first, player.
Let me ask you a question, Lush. When we were in that debate with Viral Way, did you not hear Viral tell me, hey, shut up, let him get his point across? Did you not hear Viral Way tell me that?
Absolutely.
He's my homie. He could tell me, hey, shut the fuck up, let this dude get his point out. As a homie, you should have more control over Suspect. You should have been like, hey, man, you over talking right now, because that's something that only a homie could say to him.
Lush can't say that. He doesn't want to get beat up again.
No, to be honest, if you watch the episode back, I literally, I did my best to moderate a 6-person panel.
Lush, he begged you to talk like 4 times. You said, bro, moderate. Can I talk, Lush?
No.
Yeah,
I mean, to be fair, he was already speaking for like 58%, if not more, of the podcast. So, and I
58, such a random number.
I know, right? Like,
is that
I'd say 60.
63, not from 63rd percent. Like,
yeah, but also, I do think though that this conversation is kind of unfair to Sus to like have Brendan call in to talk about Sus, but then Suspect won't be able to call in to, defend himself.
This cost us.
I mean, yeah,
it's cost us. Make it fair.
What I'm saying is I never schemed on this dude to get him fired. Bro got himself fired when he decided to bring a weapon. It's just like the Carmelo Anthony situation.
Just like a murder.
Decided to sneak a weapon past security. You forfeited your job. You couldn't get away with that shit at Walmart. Adam, come on, let's be real.
No doubt. I mean,
how does security like not catch it though? Like, did he go outside after?
Well, it's not like they're cavities.
Did
they even search you guys?
Yeah.
I got
this. He did his job, Adam. The security did his job. Sus kept getting up, leaving the studio room. And that's when he went out to go get that knife.
Whoa.
To be fair, no, to be fair, he did leave the pod.
Do we know that he didn't hoop it?
Oh.
We don't
gangster
know.
pocket.
3 knuckles deep. Hood pocket.
The gangster pocket.
No shots, but if you hooped it, we can't really blame the security. And you might need to go to the doctor because you're going to die of an infection from the poop knife.
Or even put the poop knife in his
Oh, wait, you didn't get stabbed, right?
Or even put it under his foot.
He went out while the security was at the door, watching the studio, the room.
Yeah.
He went out pretending like he's going to the bathroom. And that's when he got the weapon.
I mean, I'm a person with a lot of experience with sneaking knives into places where you're not supposed to have knives because I'm a bitch who doesn't want to have to fight anybody and would rather stab somebody. So
Fair enough.
There are a variety of ways. You could go with the shoe. You could put it right under your belt buckle so that when they frisk you, they're not going to feel it. There's a lot of options that you have. And then you could always hoop it.
Well, especially
The gangster pocket.
He said, but Brandon said it was a Swiss Army knife. That's smallest.
He got it after the fact.
Wait, was it seriously a Swiss Army knife?
It was like a large size Swiss Army knife.
That sounds insane. What?
What?
Whoa! He
It
said.
was so
He
good.
said.
It was so
It was like a
gay.
sword?
Wait.
Security was like laughing at him.
No, it's like
It was that big?
You're going to stab you with the screwdriver by
a
accident.
large size Swiss Army knife is not big, Flacco.
How big is it?
Stab you with
Small.
the wine cork by accident.
Yeah.
There's like so many options on there.
Adam,
Yeah,
I'll be real
the
with you,
beer
all
opener.
jokes aside, and not trying to overtalk. How good would it be as a boss to say, you know what, I could leave for 2 weeks with my wife, have these guys in the room together, getting 7,000-8,000 views on a live stream, and they're handling it like men when I'm not in the room. That's what we had yesterday. And Suspect let his ego ruin that for everybody. He didn't care about anybody else in that moment, not even his best friend Lush. He just said, this is about me. It's all about Dodson, my ego. Bro, you won. You got to talk about tiny shorts. You was roasted. Why not just take that victory? The guy's just bipolar or something.
I hear Hellcat wants to call in, so let's.
Okay.
All right.
Brandon, we appreciate you. Congratulations on getting another black man fired. You did what you were. Probably,
Nah,
He secured his
man.
job. Secured his job.
Agent of Chaos.
Remember, hairlines are as distinct as fingerprints.
Wait, what?
What?
I said hairlines are distinct as fingerprints.
Yeah, mine's distinct because I went to Turkey. But anyway, all right. We'll talk to you soon. Appreciate you, bro.
You